Newman down on the inside of the racetrack. To the outside, that's Denny Hamlin. Overtime once again. Green flag back in the air here at Daytona. Chris Buescher will tuck in right behind Newman, but on the outside of the racetrack, Ryan Blaney will tuck in right behind Denny Hamlin.
This is going to be a four-man drag race to turn number one. Nobody able to get the advantage. They are absolutely deadlocked at the front of the field. Newman down low in the Ford. Hamlin topside in the Toyota. Here they come off turn number two. Hamlin to the lead.
Blaney is shoving Denny Hamlin. Buescher and Newman did not get connected, and now it's Hamlin all by himself, side by side for second. Here's Newman, here's Blaney, LaJoie and others are right behind him.
Here comes Corey LaJoie, a big shove into turn number three on the back bumper of Ryan Newman, challenging for second. All of this behind leader Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin's going to have to block all lanes. He's a master at doing it. For the moment, he's on the outside lane. White flag in the air. They race back to turn one. Denny Hamlin, Ryan Newman nose to tail on the outside, and Corey LaJoie on the bottom.
Oh, there's a crash down the front straightaway and into turn number one. Here they come racing into the banking. Hamlin is out front. Newman is second. Blaney is third as they pile it up down onto the apron.
Here they come off turn number two for the final time. Hamlin is out in front. He's got Ryan Blaney there. Newman's there. Newman out of the pocket. Newman to the inside. Ryan Newman to the lead of the Daytona 500.
With drafting help from Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin is back to third. Chris Buescher fourth. Does anybody have anything left for the race leader? Ryan Newman off turn four.
Checkered flag is waving at the start-finish line. Who will get here first? Newman down. Oh, he's going to get turned. Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin across the line. Denny Hamlin will go back-to-back. Newman flipping across the start-finish line in an amazing finish. Here in Daytona. We want to make sure that we know exactly when the caution flag came out, and we also want to focus our attention on Ryan Newman.
A violent crash right at short of the start-finish line. Ryan Newman's car got turned head-on into the outside safer barrier. Car went straight up into the air, flipped wildly. When it was coming back down to earth, it was absolutely tattooed by another car passing. Newman's car upside down right now at the exit of pit road. Again, the checkered flag and caution flag. The question is, when did the caution flag come out? If the leader did not get to the line before the caution flag came out, then we will have to wait and see what race control says. That's the big question when we get there. It is now being told from race control, it is in fact Denny Hamlin has won the Daytona 500, but again, Ryan Newman, a very scary incident, still trapped inside the race car upside down.
Denny Hamlin will go back-to-back here at Daytona. Boy, it all broke out coming off turn number four. Newman got turned, and Denny able to get by, Blaney able to get by. All of our attention down there. We'll update you there on Ryan Newman, Ryan Newman in a moment. But it's back-to-back for Denny Hamlin. Let's go to pit road.
And Chris Gabehart, unbelievable last lap. Did you think he could get back around him after he was running third with about a quarter lap to go?
I'm not going to lie. I didn't. But, yeah, it was evident. He had a plan. He knew he had to give it up right there and try to regain momentum for the front stretch, and Lambert told him where to go. He put it there, had the momentum back, and then those two got together and wrecked. I hope Ryan's okay. But, man, it's such a fun thing to work with these guys. It's just a joy. I'm just having so much fun.
There's only three drivers that have gone back-to-back. That would be Cale Yarborough, Richard Petty, and Sterling Marlin. You can now add Denny Hamlin's name to the list of back-to-back Daytona 500 winners.
And Denny Hamlin is endorsed by Michael Jordan with the Jumpman brand. By the way, today is birthday number 57 for Michael Jordan.
NASCAR Live continues on MRN.
Keep coming. Side draft, side draft, side draft. Hell yeah! We got it! Holy shit, you're the damn man. You are the Daytona King, my friend. Nice work. Yeah! We got it! I hope the 6 is all right. It's a bad wreck, but we got it, man.
Denny Hamlin has won 3 of the last 5 Daytona 500s. That was Chris Lambert, the spotter, Chris Gabehart, the crew chief, and the driver, Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin is celebrating his victory tonight. Sunoco, the official fuel of NASCAR. Sunoco, fueling victories all season long.
How about David Ragan? What a run to the checkered flag. He'll come home fourth. Let's hear from him.
Yeah, what about this run for David Ragan? Hey, fourth, not bad for a part-timer, huh? How about that?
Yeah, those last 10 or 15 laps were exciting. I was really kicking myself for not being as disciplined as I should have. I kind of felt that first big wreck on the back straightaway coming, and we got a little bit of damage, but our SelectBlinds.com team did a nice job repairing the damage. We didn't have a lot of speed, but our car still drove good at the end. So it was just staying in line and trying to push whoever was in front of me. So, that's a 500-mile race. You can run a perfect race for 450 miles, and it all comes down to executing and being a little lucky there at the end. So grateful for the good Lord's opportunity for me to come down and race. This was fun, and I'll let everybody else have it in Vegas next week.
Nice run.
Thank you.
That's David Ragan. He comes home in the fourth spot, one of the best on these super speedways, and he proved it there.
Without question, David Ragan, not bad at all for a guy who just came back to run one more time here in the Daytona 500. Who knows, he may get the call to go run Talladega Super Speedway where he's won in the past too. Who knows with David Ragan what's going to come.
One thing that we did not mention, it was 1/100th of a second, the margin of victory for Denny over Ryan Blaney. It was literally inches apart when they crossed the start-finish line. Blaney second, Chris Buescher third, Ragan fourth, Kevin Harvick fifth. The rest of the top 10 quickly. Clint Boyer. How about Brendan Gaughan? Brendan Gaughan will be seventh here tonight. LaJoie eighth, Newman ninth, and Kyle Larson 10th. Back to Dylan Welch.
And let's step in and grab a word with Chris Buescher, who comes home in the third spot, just finishing up some TV duties here. Chris, an eventful race for you guys, but you were there at the end when it counted. How pleased are you with third when it's all said and done?
Yeah, I'm really proud of this Fast and All Ford Mustang group and Roushville race. I had a really good time. I learned a lot. I guess first off, I want to make sure Ryan's okay. That was I just saw the replay there. I hadn't seen it yet, so hope that works out and he's all good. Aside from that, I thought he had it. That tandem there at the end was rolling. They had a lot of speed and just trying to push, and these things are so on edge. But really thankful to this team. The Fords had the numbers, but just weren't quite able to seal the deal there at the end.
Great run for Chris's return to Roush Fenway Racing. He'll come home in the third spot.
All right, Dylan, thank you very much. We are monitoring things that are going down on pit road, things that are going on in Gatorade Victory Lane, and to our right, we are trying to monitor what is going on down there. Ryan Newman in a violent crash as they were making their way back to the start-finish line. We'll keep our eyes on everything for you. We'll get you back downstairs and hear from some more of our top finishers, and you'll hear from Denny Hamlin, who again has gone back-to-back here at Daytona, now winning the 500 for the third time. Alex Hayden, a wild finish. I'll get your thoughts here in a minute. Let's go back downstairs. Dylan?
And Kevin Harvick comes home in the fifth spot, survives a couple of late race incidents, and does come home in the fifth spot. I'll tell you what, guys, I'll send it back up to you, and we'll grab him here in just a second.
So, a lot of celebration going on, obviously, in Gatorade Victory Lane. A lot of high fives for drivers who came home with top finishes, but again, a lot of the attention is being focused on, obviously, a lot of positive vibes being sent to Ryan Newman right now. They finally gotten the race car upright down there, and they're still trying to work to extricate Ryan Newman from the inside of that race car after just an absolutely terrifying crash here, just short of the start-finish line where the car got turned. He was trying to block. That's what you're supposed to do at Daytona, especially when you're trying to win the Daytona 500. Got turned just a bit, went head-on into the wall. Car got airborne and flipped, and then when it came back down, it was absolutely hammered by another car head-on, and Newman's car then went spinning out of control, part of it on fire in the back, upside down. It came to a rest at the exit of pit road just off the tri-oval here at the Daytona International Speedway, and every bit of the safety personnel are down there. Best in the business. Ryan Newman certainly in great hands right now with the safety personnel down there working on that battered race car of Ryan Newman's.
We're going to actually get a look at the last lap here. This is our first replay look of it as we look at the monitor. Ryan Newman coming off of turn number 4, coming back to the tri-oval. That's when he and Ryan Blaney made contact. And Can't tell exactly who that car was that made contact with Ryan. We'll follow up on that in a moment. Let's get you back downstairs. Dylan?
Kevin Harvick rounds out the top 5, missed some of the accidents and came home with the top 5. How would you evaluate the day you guys had with this Busch Light Ford?
Yeah, our Busch Light Ford was good. We, did exactly what we wanted to do, and that was have a chance at the end. Just didn't line up very well for us on that bottom lane on the restart with any push. And then they fanned back out, and we were able to get back up to the top 5. So, did exactly what we wanted to do today, kind of abandoned stage points and wanted to have a chance at the end, and we did that and just came up a little short.
That's Kevin Harvick. He does round out the top 5, and solid day for these guys to open up the 2020 season.
So it was a fantastic start of the 2020 season there. The official or unofficial rundown right now, Denny Hamlin scoring the win, Ryan Blaney unofficially second, Chris Buescher third, David Ragan fourth, Kevin Harvick in position number 5. The rest of the top 10 unofficial at this moment, Clint Boyer sixth, Brendan Gaughan seventh, Corey LaJoie 8th, Ryan Newman scored 9th, and Kyle Larson scored in position number 10. Again, this is all unofficial right now. Race control is directly to our left, and they're reviewing every piece of video footage that they have there to try to figure out the final finishing order.
All right, we're going to take you down to Gatorade Victory Lane. We'll do that in a moment. Right now, we need to pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Motor Racing Network.
24/7, 365 coverage of all things NASCAR. All things NASCAR happens exclusively on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90.
Welcome back to the 62nd running of the Daytona 500. It is the Great American Race, and it is over. And for the third time in his career, and by the way, that is rare air, select company, Denny Hamlin has won here. It was a wild finish involving a vicious crash. Ryan Newman was involved in that crash. We'll update you as soon as we know something. You've been listening to and hearing from some of our top 5 finishers, Motor Racing Network with live coverage. And we will also take you to Victory Lane, where you will hear from Denny Hamlin. He has just gotten out of the race car. We'll hear from him in a moment. How about Corey LaJoie in position to win the Great American Race?
Yeah, Corey LaJoie was in position to win the Great American Race. Wild last lap there, Corey. Are you all right? And what happened? What did you see there the last lap?
Well, the narrative kind of changed a little bit. Now Bob said that he went straight to the hospital. That's obviously scary. I got a big push there. That last coming to the white, I don't know who was pushing me, and I kind of stalled out. And I don't know who hooked Newman, and I was hoping he'd kind of bounce off the fence to the left, but he didn't, and I hit him. I don't know where exactly I hit him. I haven't seen a replay. Where did I hit him at, Bob?
Corey LaJoie is out of the.
I mean, it was some scary shit. Don't get me wrong, and my car was on fire, and my seatbelts grabbed all sorts of areas I wish I didn't have.
All right, we'll follow up there in a moment. Right now, let's go down to Gatorade Victory Lane and hear from our winner, Denny Hamlin.
Back-to-back Daytona 500 wins. Denny, take us through those last couple of laps, and especially you're running third with maybe a quarter lap to go. Take us through that lap.
Yeah, I knew that I got out there a little bit too far on the backstretch. I didn't want to check up. It was just going to increase the run that those guys had. So I knew that I wanted to give them the bottom, leave myself the top, so I had some options. Great call by my spotter there for Lambert to tuck in behind the 12. He told me to get behind the 12, enter in turn 3. I was able to link up with his bumper, similar to what I did with the 6. And I knew I was going to give him a shot or a run that was going to be massive, that he was going to do something with. And so I knew it wasn't over from my perspective. And obviously, when they got together, I decided I wanted to just get as far away as I could. And then once I saw the 12, coming up, I wanted to get to his right rear and kind of like I did with the 78 a few years ago and do the side drive right to the line. So things really worked out perfectly there for me at the end. I'm very fortunate to be in this place, but we all got to, bow our heads and pray for Ryan Newman. That's the number one thing we should be thinking about right now.
Absolutely. How concerned were you coming to the green flag when there was nothing but blue ovals in your rearview mirror in and around you?
I mean, it's, we're defying odds. I mean, we obviously were low on numbers there. But, there was just so many Fords. I knew that, at the end of these races, people want to win for themselves. And alliances and all sound really, really good.
at the beginning, but in the end, it's the Daytona 500, and you want to do everything you can to win, and everyone was battling for it there, so we just ended up on the right side of it.
This race has been run 62 times. There have been 4 people now that have won it back-to-back. Richard Petty, Sterling Marlin, Cale Yarborough, and now Denny Hamlin's name is added to that list. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the odd man out there. I don't belong. I don't belong with any of those guys' names. Those are legends of our sport, obviously Hall of Famers, and they just those are guys that you learn from. You know, I'm just a student, and those guys are the teachers.
I beg to differ with the Daytona 500 winner. 38 wins in his career. The 3rd Daytona 500, Denny Hamlin in victory lane.
Richard Petty has 7. Cale Yarborough has 4. And then you get Bobby Allison, Jeff Gordon, Dale Jarrett, and Denny Hamlin, all with 3. Our congratulations to Denny Hamlin as the celebration continues down in Gatorade Victory Lane. Tested in the lab, proven on the field. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, the proven sports fuel.
Back to pit road, Dylan Welch.
And we'll step in and grab a word with Ryan Blaney, who comes home in the 2nd spot. Ryan, just that last lap from your perspective, come into the checker. Just take us through from your view what happened.
Yeah, we pushed Newman to the lead there, and he kind of got pushed way out. And 11 got behind me, and we had a really big run coming off 4, and I kind of made a move to the top, and he timed it pretty good, and to the bottom, and he blocked me all the way to the line. So I was just going to push him to the, try to make a forward, win the race instead of the 11. And I guess we got crossed up somehow, and it turned him. And I hope he's all right. And it looked like a pretty bad hit, and it sucks. We didn't win the race and things like that, and you never want to do that, and especially unintentional. But I just hope Ryan's all right. That's tough. Hopefully he's all right.
Thank you, Ryan. And it is the second place finish in the Great American Race for this 12 bunch. But Ryan's concerns, obviously, with the other Ryan Newman right now.
Yeah, tough there for Ryan Blaney. Again, thoughts and prayers with Ryan Newman. The official word, they're going to take Ryan Newman directly to the hospital from the accident site.
All right, thank you, Alex. Denny Hamlin picking up the win here tonight in Daytona. Ryan Blaney, Chris Buescher, David Ragan, Kevin Harvick, top 5. You heard from them. By the way, the Xfinity fastest lap of the race was run by Eric Jones. He turned a lap early in the race at 206.035 miles an hour. The Xfinity fastest lap is sponsored by Xfinity. That wasn't just fast, that was Xfinity fast. Why don't we give everybody a look at the unofficial results here tonight. Again, Denny Hamlin getting the win. Ryan Blaney, Chris Buescher, David Ragan, Kevin Harvick. Unofficial, top 5. Clint Bowyer, 6th. Brendan Gaughan, 7th. Corey LaJoie, 8th. Ryan Newman, 9th. Kyle Larson, 10th.
John Hunter Nemechek came home 11th, the highest finishing Sunoco Rookie of the Year contender. Austin Dillon was 12th, Justin Haley 13th, Michael McDowell was 14th, Bubba Wallace ended up 15th, Brennan Poole 16th, Chase Elliott finished 17th, Eric Jones 18th, Matt DiBenedetto 19th, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 20th.
21st, Christopher Bell, Eric Almirola 22nd, Joey Gase 23rd, Alex Bowman 24th, Ross Chastain 25th, Joey Logano 26th, 27th went to Timmy Hill, Tyler Reddick was 28th, Ryan Preece 29th, and Ty Dillon was 30th.
Reed Sorensen finished 31st, Martin Truex Jr. 32nd, Kurt Busch was 33rd, Kyle Busch ended up 34th, Jimmy Johnson 35th, Brad Keselowski 36th, 37th was Cole Custer, B.J. McLeod 38th, Quinn Houff 39th, and William Byron 40th.
So from here now, the NASCAR Cup Series will head off to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, where our friends at the Performance Racing Network will have the call. The MRN team, all of us, will continue our coverage in 2 weeks as the series travels to Southern California. Our coverage starts with practice Friday on the 28th of February at 4 p.m. Eastern. Hear it live on MRN.com. And the Auto Club Speedway, the Auto Club 400 can be heard right here. Sunday, March 1st at 2:30 Eastern. When you're traveling, remember new Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades are real-world proven for extreme weather performance, lasting 2 times longer than other blades. Only available at Walmart.
Well, it was a Daytona 500 that started yesterday with the President of the United States giving the command to fire engines. We got 20 laps in yesterday. Then the rains fell, of course, postponing it to today. and we saw a whale of a race today. Rusty Wallace, your thoughts on the Daytona 500?
It was really mixed. I mean, it was a great race. There's no doubt about that. I mean, we're all pulling for Ryan, and this is a concern right now, what's going on there. But, to see the guys lay back and save their cars, the Fords, the Chevys, a little bit of everybody. And all that doggone rain yesterday after such a big start, it was very mixed in my opinion. And we had a great race, fast cars. My gosh, 202 miles per hour out there, speeds like that. Sometimes I'm looking at the speeds right now. The last lap, 205 in the back of the field, 209 miles an hour up front at times. Really a long speed week, but really a lot of great racing.
So we will look forward to the NASCAR Cup Series presented by Busch Beer, Coca-Cola, Geico, and Xfinity when they move on to Las Vegas. We'll see all of you in Southern California, the Auto Club Speedway of Southern California. That's our next stop on the tour. The Performance Racing Network will have the coverage for you beginning next week. Speed Weeks 2020, it's a wrap. Alex Hayden, it's been something special. We'll take a break and come back and revisit again in California. Tremendous job by the voices that have been helping call the action for you for literally 8 to 10 days now. Over in the corners, of course, Dave Moody, Mike Bagley, and Kyle Rickey. On pit road, Winston Kelly, Steve Post, and Dylan Welch. Now for the NASCAR Hall of Famer, Rusty Wallace, my broadcast partner, Alex Hayden. My name is Jeff Striegel, and we congratulate Denny Hamlin, who has won the Daytona 500 for the third time in his career.